Biting the day, boys. And we're leaving the parking lot. I didn't really video much getting ready. The parking lot was pretty busy. Everybody's just down taking pictures. Some few people are from Austria and wanting to take photos of the truck setup and Mule. But today we're headed up to, well, I'm headed south on the PCT from Chinook Pass. I parked up here in the parking lot. Go up this trail a little ways, across the bridge, across the highway, and then follow the PCT down. The goal is to get down to American Lake. It's about 8 miles. So that's where we're headed today. I'm pretty sure that nobody rides horseback from this area because, well, frankly, you can't get a trailer in the parking lot. So today I took my stock rack and just pulled up in a parking spot, unloaded there, and set up, and now we're off on our next little jaunt. Kind of trot up ahead over here, put some distance between me and some of the hikers. I'm only half mile in, if that. Already been around probably about 14 hikers now. But that way we're not just going the same pace, walking together. I'll just trot it out up here. Coming down here into Dewey Lake. Trail's been real nice up to this point. There's been a chute up top. This is kind of more tree, kind of winding back down. Still on the PCT, but it's been pretty consistent, about a hiker every, well, I'd say 200 or 300 yards. There's a hiker or a group of hikers, so it's definitely busy. I came out here on a Friday so I could get room to park my pickup. Like I was saying, there's definitely a lot of hikers on this trail, and for 95% of it, everybody's friendly, because you're not going to see mules or horses in this part of the PCT unless they're doing a pass through, just because there's nowhere to park. but so far it hasn't been terrible. There's one small group, bunch of pricks, but you know, you'll have that in a few people anyway, where you get in we were in a pretty tight spot with a lot of bushes and coming up, and they had a dog on a leash that wasn't exactly, well, didn't like the mule, trying to bite at her. And I told him, my mule's fine with it, which for most mules, if you have a mule, you know they're not exactly keen on dogs. But mine are completely fine with anybody's dog, unless they're trying to nip at their legs. And I told the guy, I was like, hey, you probably should, you know, let me get over, or you know, let one of us by. So one tracked area, it's not going to end well for either one of us if she does decide to stomp that dog in the ground. But he pretty much just shoved his way on by, brushed past my leg, and I'm like, well, it is what it is. So, almost down here in the lake. There's a lot of trails that spiderweb through here, so I better look at my phone again and see if I'm actually going the right way. I'll go back to Little Dewey on the way back and pop in there, but there's a group in there eating breakfast, so let them be, and I'm sure they'll be gone time I roll back in a few hours. Well, here it is, Big Dewey. She's small, but she's not that small. I'm about halfway in the trail right now before going to American Lake. The farther we get in, obviously the less people and hikers there are. So far, it counts up to 60 that I've passed to this point, and I can't imagine it'd probably over 100 people time I get down the lake and come on back with it being later in the day. I got an early start, but I'm assuming in the afternoon there's going to be loads more people coming in for the weekend, so which isn't a big deal. It's just interesting to see how busy the woods are. You know, a few years ago you could ride this and not really see anybody, but now it's pretty consistent. I can tell why hikers get attacked by bears and mountain lions and such like that, because shoot, even when they're walking directly at me, I got two dogs with me. One of them, Bluey, he hangs out ahead most times, looks around, 20-30 feet in front of me, comes back, bounces back and forth like that. Man, you will get, I would say, the vast majority coming up the trail right at you, and they are startled to see any big animal, I guess, in front of them. But it's like, geez, there's no situational awareness on that. It's like I know you're watching where you're walking, but at a certain point, you think you glance up the trail every now and then. It's astonishing how close you can get. And if you're riding up on somebody, man, I can get within 3-4 feet easy. If I don't say anything, easy. And I'm not exactly walking quietly, thumping on the ground behind them. And they don't even have earbuds in, so. Yep, I can definitely see why they're a statistic. I mean, I probably wouldn't even see some things in this thick brush in the areas, but the old radars are telling me there's probably a hiker up here a little ways that we have not got up to yet. This area's pretty thick on the legs. These little trees grabbing you every which way along the trail. Alright, headed up into Anderson Lake, just right off the trail over here. Come around this little bend and there she be. These are wet. Hey. Hang on. continue to climb up this for a bit, and then I should level back out and drop, try to make the turn off. But got Rainier over there. Just cruising up through this little valley. I'll follow this trail a little ways. Probably, I don't know, half a mile, I'd say. We'll arrive at American Lake. This lake's a really popular lake because it's not far off the main PCT, where a lot of through hikers or just day hikers come hang out. So hopefully there'll be enough room I can get down in the water and do a little fishing here. See if I get any activity, because Dewey Lake was a bust. There was no fish. The lake is just past these trees. Now it's time to do a little fishing. I'm not really seeing anybody else out this way, but got this little peninsula over here. Which looks like an awesome place to throw in. It comes all the way around over here on this rock. I think it'll be just about right. Threw out my rod. I was gonna go have lunch. Got one on. See if he stays on or not. Probably not. It's just a little fly. I had to go get my camera. Good one. Man, we got a good one. It's a good fish here. I keep them on. I'm gonna risk losing them by throwing it in the water. he goes. That was a really nice one. That was about 20 inches or so. Like the perfect spot. And keep an eye on my bobber over here. But I don't think they're gonna hit until the waves from the wind go away. Hey, leave it. Finished lunch and just gonna keep fishing for a little bit. Looks like I got the whole lake to myself today, which is amazing. And I've never been to this lake, but it's probably one of the prettiest ones I've been to. Just mountain in the background, water's nice and blue, greenish. Karma's back there just chilling out till we're ready to head back. Probably stay here a little bit longer, and then you start packing up and crossed over there. There's some snow runoff, so when I leave out I'll go around the other side of the lake because I want to refill my water. And if I can, I'm not too keen. I got a filter, but you can filter the water to be safe, but sometimes you can't filter out that fishy lake water. And if I can help it and not be drinking that, that's exactly what I'm gonna go do. Well, let's go check on the rod. I'm just using a bobber with a fly, or a water bobber, so I can get it out there. But once the ripples stop in the light breeze across there and it's flat, the fish start hitting immediately. But they're a little slow right now. But I caught one really nice one so far, so to me that's a win. I usually go up to lakes and fish and I just get skunked all the time. So we'll go with that. Man, I just had one hit my line. It's like right here, my line is through the water. It freaking bit at it where it comes into. My bobber's over there. So if they're hungry, they should be able to find that fly I got. I'm hoping to get a few more. We'll see. I got a fish, I'm just keeps coming up and looking at it. As soon as he sees a bobber, he takes off. See if I can, but as soon as that bobber hits the water, he just goes at it like a damn shark. Yeah, let's try this way. There he goes. Tell you what, this has got to be one of the prettiest and best lakes I've gone to now. I used to like this one Surprise, but I mean this one's about the same distance. The only thing is I have to take the freaking Ford with the racks to get in the parking lot, or I can come in from a road that's just absolutely terrible, and that's one way in. Like, I don't even know what would happen if a truck and a trailer, well, both trucks and trailers, because it's a horse camp in there, met, because it zigzags around and I don't know where you'd even start to back up, unhook. It'd be a mess. So it's not really that enticing to go to, but it is the other way instead of going the way I'm doing right now. But I don't know, this lake is awesome. I mean, it has huge fish in it, and it's just a beautiful spot. Plus it's nice. Had it all to myself today, so I'm gonna head over and grab some water and get on back out of here. That's where we're at, out that on that little spot. Don't drop off too far. We'll be going swimming. That shit's straight down. And we're off. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Whew. Almost dropped my phone. I'm on the way down, and so it's Friday night, and the hikers are spaced out about every 100 yards again now. So, and it's in this spot here, there's not much room to get around, so makes it a little bit challenging to get past each other, because you got hill on one side and nothing on the other. Just gotta get figure I'm on a hiking trail. I need to get my hiking on. frills on that one. It's there. Passed a huge group, probably like 35 people. They're making a whatever. They're not going to the PCT. They're just making the loop from one parking lot to the next. But a couple spoke English, other ones didn't. But shit, this trail's like not terrible, but these people were hiking it in flip-flops, so it's kind of impressive. On the home stretch, just gotta make it back down to the road. About to enter hiker alley again. It's gonna get pretty busy pretty quick. This last mile has been slow going. Its place is packed right now because there's a loop that everybody can make a day hike. So everyone's hiking in the evening for the heat. And everyone's got their little kids, so of course we're gonna stop, and Karma's getting all the loving on her right today. So are Binger and Bluey. So well, we're so close yet so far away right now. We'll be going for 8.5 hours now. Not sure on the mileage, but I can see the highway, so we're close. There's the parking lot over there. We're back down to the parking lot. Now, hopefully she does pretty good loading up today, because we're in the middle of the parking lot to get loaded up.